Get ready to laugh out loud? Here are the 5 best jokes of the day that will have you cracking up in no time. So check this out. It's a sunny afternoon, right? And my wife, Emily, comes up to me with this big grin on her face. Now guys, when your wife smiles like that, you know something's going down. It's either going to be really good or you're in trouble. No middle ground. She goes, "Hey babe, I've got some amazing news. The kids are staying at their grandparents' place this weekend. They're getting picked up any minute." And I'm thinking, oh hell yeah. A kid-free weekend? That's like winning the freaking lottery. You ever get that feeling? It's like hearing free drinks at the bar, but for parents. Total freedom. Then, Emily steps in real close, and in this flirty little voice, she whispers, "Since it's just gonna be us, how about we try something new this weekend?" And now, I'm hyped, right? I'm ready. I'm already picturing the weekend, things about to get real adventurous. I'm like, hell yeah, whatever you want, I'm down. She leans in even closer and says, "I was thinking we could try a new position." And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be wild. I'm thinking we're about to turn the house upside down, right? Then she drops it on me. She goes, "How about you try the position where you're folding laundry while I relax on the couch watching Netflix?" And in my head, I'm like, are you fucking seriously? And there I am, standing there like, wait, what just happened? So this blind guy walks into a fancy restaurant, right? And the owner, trying to be all accommodating, asks, "Sir, would you like a menu?" The blind guy just waves him off like, "Nah, no need for that. Just bring me a used fork from the kitchen and I'll tell you what to make." Now the owner's confused, like, what kind of weird flex is this? But hey, he's curious. So he goes into the back, grabs a fork that's already been through the ringer, and hands it to the guy. The blind guy sniffs it, really takes it in, and goes, I'll have the grilled chicken, roasted veggies, mashed potatoes." The owner's floored. The dude nails it. Like, how? Everyone in the kitchen's whispering, is this guy a psychic or something? So, fast forward a couple of weeks, the blind guy comes back. This time, the owner's like, "All right, let's put this dude to the real test." Now get this. The owner's wife, Linda, had just gotten out of the shower. So the owner grabs a fork and with a sly grin says, "Hey Linda, do me a solid, rub this fork on yourself real quick." Linda's like, "Are you out of your damn mind?" But he's all, "Come on, it's for science. The guy's not gonna know." So she finally gives in, fresh out of the shower and, rubs the fork down there. The owner, now grinning ear to ear, hands it over to the blind guy, waiting to see him totally confused. The blind guy sniffs it, leans back for a second, and then just goes, "Well, I didn't know Linda's working here now too." All right, guys, let me tell you this wild story about my friend Lisa. So, the other day, she's at the bus stop, looking all stylish in this tight little skirt. Yeah, the kind that makes you feel like $1,000,000 until you try to move in it. Now she's about to get on the bus, but when she goes to step up, she realizes something. That skirt is tighter than a gym bro's biceps on chest day. She's just standing there, legs locked, like she's posing for a statue. But Lisa, being Lisa, doesn't want to make a scene, right? So she flashes the bus driver a nervous little smile. You know the type. Like, "Everything's fine, nothing to see here." Then she reaches back to give her zipper a tiny tug. Just a little adjustment. She tries to step up again. Nope. Skirt's still clinging for dear life. At this point, she's sweating bullets but keeping cool. She goes for another little zip pull, thinking, this has gotta work. Still nothing. Now it's turning into some kind of wardrobe malfunction magic act. Ta-da! I'm still stuck! Meanwhile, the bus driver's over there trying not to laugh. And just as Lisa's about to give it one last desperate yank, this huge dude behind her has had it. Without saying a word, this guy swoops in like he's at a CrossFit competition, lifts her up like a sack of potatoes, and just places her on the first step of the bus. Now, Lisa's fuming, right? She spins around and snaps, "Excuse me, who the hell do you think you are just grabbing me like that? I don't even know you." And the guy just grins and goes, "Lady, I'd agree with you, but after you unzipped my pants 3 times, I figured we were on pretty friendly terms by now." So, let me tell you about this night I had. I was out on the side of the road, drenched and desperate, trying to hitch a ride during a storm that felt like nature was auditioning for a disaster movie. I mean, it was so dark, I was half expecting to see a raccoon with a flashlight guiding me to safety. Finally, I spot headlights in the distance. A car pulls up, and I think, "Thank you, universe." Without even thinking, I jump in. But the second I sit down, I realize there's no one behind the wheel. The engine isn't even running. It's like a scene straight out of a horror flick. And then, out of nowhere, the car starts moving forward. I'm sitting there and I'm like, great, I'm either being haunted or I accidentally signed up for Ghost Uber. Just when I think I'm about to meet my maker, a ghostly hand reaches out from the window and grabs the steering wheel. At this point, I'm frozen, watching this hand as we approach a sharp turn. It's like my worst nightmare combined with a really bad horror movie. Then, in the distance, I see a pub. The lights are shining like they're calling my name. I muster up every ounce of courage and leap out of the moving car, soaking wet and gasping for air. I burst into the pub, slam my hands on the bar, and yell for 2 shots of whiskey. I'm shaking, half laughing, half crying, and I start telling everyone about my terrifying ride. The whole bar goes dead silent, and you can see it on their faces. They think I'm just a drunk guy telling a wild story. About 10 minutes later, 2 guys walk in, also drenched and panting. One of them looks at me and says, "Hey, isn't that the guy who jumped into our car while we were pushing it?" So this cop rolls up to a farmer's place, right? And he's all official, puffing out his chest like, "Sir, I'm here to inspect your farm for illegal substances." The farmer just kind of nods and goes, "Okay, no problem, officer. But just don't go into that field over there." Immediately, the cop's like, triggered. He's like, "Excuse me? Don't go in that field? Are you hiding something, old man?" The farmer's like, No, just trust me. Don't go there." Now the cop's ego kicks in. He pulls out his badge like it's the Holy Grail, waving it around and goes, "See this badge? This means I can go wherever I damn well please. I got authority from the government." The farmer just shrugs like, "All right, suit yourself." So the cop struts off toward the forbidden field. Few minutes later, the farmer's back to work when he hears this blood-curdling scream. He looks up, and there's the cop. Full sprint, running for his life, being chased by this massive, pissed-off bull. And the farmer, cool as ice, he leans on the fence and yells, "Show him your badge, officer! Show him your badge!" Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to make your day even better.